Hi guys!
Hi!
Welcome back. So today we are doing a commentary on one of our newest collab drawings. So if you're new to this series, basically we get two theme words. So in this case, our theme words were muted and rift. And then we draw something based on those theme words. And then we split the drawing process into stages and swap off. So the first stage would be the sketch of the drawing, and then the second stage would be line art, which is just like a cleanup, and then flats for the colors, and then the last stage would be coloring, and then we just switch off between those.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm Elle, and disclaimer, I'm sick, so I might start coughing, and if my voice sounds weird, that's why.
Yeah.
I actually wasn't planning for this to become the sketch for our collab drawing, because I just saw this cool pose and I wanted to try drawing it.
But then it was real cool.
It was we decided it looked real cool. So
yeah,
but I just thought the perspective was cool, where it's you're looking up at him, and his feet look bigger than his head because his feet are closer to the camera. Yeah, and I kept going and being I wonder when this is gonna go horribly and I'm gonna give up, but I just didn't give up.
She kept going.
Yeah, I kept going. So now I enlarged my tiny little sketch and made it fit the whole canvas, and I decided that it would have this portal thingy behind him. I don't know where he's coming from.
The rift.
Yeah, he's coming from the rift. And it's gonna be muted because the colors inside the portal are gonna be bright, but outside the portal aren't bright. Yeah. So now I'm just cleaning up the sketch. Currently his arms are really skinny.
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna try to fix that.
That one right arm, a little bit sus, that elbow.
Yeah. But it's okay. It got the feeling across.
Yeah.
But now his anatomy will get slightly better. Actually, a lot better. Yeah. And I gave him a cool belt. Yeah. And he'll get a chain eventually. And yeah, I'm just making my lines cleaner, and I'm mostly trying to fix any anatomy mistakes before I give it to Kay. But it doesn't need to be super duper clean because she'll clean it even more for me.
Yeah. This is just so that then I'm not
suffering.
Yeah, trying to fix it.
If there's a problem, then she might spend a really long time doing it.
I'm
or if neither of us catch it, then we're just screwed.
Yeah, and then later on we catch it and we're
Later on, after the drawing is long finished, we look back, we're man. And these shoes, I don't like shoes, bro.
Neither of us draw shoes, so, and then Elle chose a drawing where the shoes are very prominent, and both of us kind of just held off and we're
Yeah, so okay, now I'm doing the hands, and I was a little confused on what his left hand should be doing because
you brain them though.
Yeah, my rough sketch didn't make any sense, so I started just sketching a bunch of hands, and I was shook because I didn't get a reference, and I could just sketch different hand poses, and I felt my brain expanding at that moment.
The power.
This
is what it feels like.
Yeah. Oh, and now I think it switched to you.
Oh, okay, yeah. Now I'm literally just cleaning it up. I copy pasted her face from her cleaner sketch though, because I was yeah, good enough.
Yes, it was a good moment for me that you could do that.
It was an amazing moment for me. I was hee hee. And then I think most of the time now, because her sketches are pretty good, anatomically and just in neatness, I kind of just add details, which is also what you do in the line art step. So here I am adding details to the hair, and then being okay, wait, get some help. It can't be over detailed. Yeah, because I think originally, you'll see later on, but originally this drawing was supposed to be very simple shading, but
it didn't happen.
Yeah, it didn't happen. I was it's so cool. Oh, these short sleeves, I was very confused because it's a tight shirt around his torso, but then the sleeves weren't that tight, and I was wait.
Yeah, that probably doesn't make much sense, but it's how I drew it, so whatever.
And I trust. He just has a really built midsection, and his arms need some building.
His shoulders need some building.
Yeah. And then I think I end up moving the arm up just a little bit. But yeah.
Just a tad bit.
And then, okay, for the longest time in this challenge, there was like a short time where we changed the process on like who did it in what order, and so I'd always do line art because Elle hates line art, and she'd always shade because I hate like shading because coloring be hard.
I think shading was more 50-50, but like I just never did line art.
Yeah, but because I did line art, she'd always do a sketch, so I can like add add details to hands now, but I can't brain the hand pose. So whenever I draw hands on my own, I'm like, oh my god, wait. It's not just there, because Elle can't brain it for me. I'm like, no.
And then when I have, like, a rough sketch, I'm like, there's no K to make it cleaner for me. What do I do?
No.
My lines are too thick, and there's no one to make them thinner.
Oh, okay. And then this chain, it disappeared. When I get to the chain, I'm fixing the pants right now. And by fixing, I mean I just move where the pockets are. And that's that's it. Yeah, but Elle added a cool chain, and in the past there was a drawing called Void Screen with a lot of chains, and me being, I don't know, having an issue, I decided, yes, I will hand draw each of these chains, but this time I had a brush that like, how do you describe what the brush is? It's like an outline.
Yeah, it's like an outline brush.
So it made it so easy to draw the chains. It was so quick, and I was so happy. And yeah.
Shoes.
Shoes.
I don't like shoes.
I also don't like shoes. I end up making the shoes too small by accident, so those get bigger later.
It's happening, the chain.
The chain, whoa, it was so quick. I'm already done, that's crazy. Oh, and then I was like, would it be cooler if it was like he was coming out of it? But then Elle brought me back to reason and was like, no, it's better when he's outlined by the background rift. Yeah, so that also changes.
And then some scribbly branches.
Very scribbly branches.
But that are less scribbly than my branches of the sketch. Oh, and some weird thing happened where, like, I don't know, he just got smaller.
Yeah, even though neither of us changed the canvas size.
So, I don't know, I had to crop it. So now it's me just filling in flat colors. There's nothing much to say.
Yeah, it's just kind of satisfying.
Yeah. Colors. And changing the line art color too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and I think I told Kay I would add shoelaces, and I was avoiding it. So. Oh, I'm also like trying to clean up the branches a little bit. Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing right now.
But it's okay because later on I blurred the branches.
Yeah, but I did make them not like transparent at the edges.
Yeah. Thank you. You really did me a solid.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, and okay. You see how the branches are over the shoes? That was maybe on purpose because I was like, yeah, it'll take away from the fact that we don't know how to draw shoes. Or not take away.
Hide,
yeah.
Oh, now you're starting to shade.
Okay, so bam, multiply layer from the get-go. Because I was like, oh yes, backlighting. I think that this is like it wasn't blue because the lighting is like warm. So I think it might have been like a dark magenta. Which is still kind of, dark magenta. And then I was so paranoid that I'd make him too dark that you later on you'll see me like make him darker and darker very slowly each time with a new like layer. But for now, I think this entire thing is just me erasing
the multiply
layer so I can like block out my lighting because I wanted it to be kind of like harsher lighting since the background is such a bright color. Yeah, and then his face is kind of scary, but I'm getting there. Oh, okay, and then for some of the edges, I like blended them out, and then some of them I try to leave it like as a harsher edge for a different like texture in the drawing. Yeah. Dude, I don't know how to color crotches.
Me neither.
Like the lighting, I was like, what? How do you do the lighting for a crotch? Oh, and then I never draw abs, and like in our drawings, the guys always wear like kind of baggy clothing because we can't draw abs. So
and also baggy clothes are just cool.
Yeah, that's also true. And so in the light, like you can see me very vaguely erase where I assumed abs would be, and I should have probably looked up a reference, but I don't know. I was going and I didn't look up a reference.
And
I was
who
lazy.
wants that on their history?
Yeah. I don't need that suspicious in my camera roll. Okay, and then now I wanted for the lighting on him to reflect the same colors of the background. So I think I started off with like too much of an orange, so I make it more yellowish later. But it's very orange right now, and I'm just doing it for each of like the different flat colors. And his face is like flashing dark because that's me adding multiply layers. And then, and now I'm doing the shiny stuff for the chains. I just got like a really bright color.
It's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, thank you. And then I think maybe one ad layer that was very like vaguely not like an off-white. Yeah. And then now I'm making the lighting more yellowy. But I was like, oh, it can't be too yellow because that looks he kind of blends into the background. So, yeah. Oh my god, am I adding shading? OMG. It's shading time and cleanup time. Okay, so basically I got the flat color, which is why it's flashing, because I was hiding the multiply layer. And then I literally just get a darker color, and then I think this time I made the hue change like more dramatic than I would in a normal like drawing with like less harsh lighting, but it's because there's like bright yellow right behind him, so I changed the hue to be a lot more yellow than what like the flat green color was. So yeah, I'm doing that, and I kind of was going between, I don't want to make it too much because I don't know how much like lighting from behind would show in front, and then being like, no, it's not enough. So it keeps getting darker and darker slowly. Oh, and then I think I just changed the movement of the branches because I was like, maybe you should see the feet.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
they're like right there.
Yeah, it was kind of taken away in the not the good way. So that's what I'm doing.
And this is when she accidentally turned off the time lapse.
Yeah, so very unfortunate, but it's okay. Now you get to see the beautiful finished piece.
Mm-hmm.
And so in the finished piece, I did a lot of shiny stuff. So, okay, to start off, you will notice on like certain edges, I used pure white to make it seem like it was like really bright behind him. And then I got like a sparkle brush and then may have gone a little bit overboard when I first did it, but then I toned it down so it's okay. But I got like a yellow sparkle brush on ad layer, and then some of them I think were screen. And then, yeah, I was like, yes.
Yeah, that's like by his feet, right?
Yeah, by his feet.
Yeah,
and
there's
then
like fire behind him.
Yeah. And then like a little bit like kind of behind his like silhouette so that he would stand out more. I was like, yeah. And then I got like a white glass shard thing going on. It's literally just the pure color white, and then I used chromatic aberration and did that like the slightest amount.
Yes,
like,
then you shaded the branches of the
yeah. And then, because I was like, it'll bring more focus to the guy in the middle. Yeah, and then for the arc, I kind of didn't have it in me to add cool stuff, but I was like, it needs texture. So I got like a lined brush and kind of just traced it. And then, I mean, I think it looks good, but
I think it looks good too.
Yeah,
texture.
And then I added like more lines in the clothes because I was like, texture, yeah. And then, yeah, so here's our muted rift guy.
Yeah, we hope you like him.
And thanks for watching.
Yes, bye.